Hey everyone, this is Elias from Ref Match Media, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 2023 Ram 2500 Heavy Duty Rebel. Yes, we have a Rebel in the 2500 Heavy Duty line. Let's just say this is definitely a Rebel with a cause. Let's get started. We get started in the front, and this thing is really in your face. Couple of things. We can see it is just a big machine. That front end is yeah, unmistakably Ram. It looks great. There's a lot of great things about it too. So let's get started on the headlights. So we have the Ram LED lighting system, which is just incredible. We've been driving this thing at night and it just shines the road so clearly. No issues with how this looks. It's just really nice. My favorite thing is when you do turn your turn signal on, it will leverage the fog lights down here in order to light the road of where you're going. It's super clear. It makes driving this big thing so easy. It really is. I love this light setup on this Ram Rebel. Yeah, it's a 2500, but it's a Rebel. And yeah, we have the nice big massive grille, which looks nice. One thing it is missing, front-facing camera. Same thing with the cameras in the mirrors, but we do have one in the back. Yeah, unfortunately, I wish this had the front system because I've been having to park this basically in reverse everywhere to make sure I am not hitting any curb or anything because I have the leverage of the rear camera. I would have definitely liked a surround view system because we've had it before in other Rams. I just don't know how that would work with the mirrors, which we'll get to soon. But yeah, this front end is great. We do have the massive hookup points here. Now, I know on the website it does say that you have the option for a winch. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have it. Would have been nice to have to show you guys off, but it's really nice. I do love this front end. We have this massive hood that looks just incredible. With the 2500, we have that Ram Rebel feel to this, so I really love this. And we have the nice little lights on top because this is a big boy. Well, let's go ahead and see what we have under this nice hood. So we get in the hood and you can barely see me to show you how massive this thing is. It really is. But underneath we have the 6.4 liter Hemi V8 engine cranking out 410 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque. It is connected to the 8-speed auto and then to the Ram 4x4 system. Now, this thing is incredible. As you can see, it's big. It's actually really dirty, but it's fun dirty. It really is. So we do have a smooth power to this. It's a big V8. That transmission is super smooth, but super responsive. You get on it and immediately drops the gear to where it needs to be in such a great way. So if you need power at any moment, it does it. When you don't and you just want to cruise, goes into nice little eco mode and helps you save at the pump. But that's gonna be tough because this guy is just so much fun to really get on. But yeah, we have, as you can see, just big V8. Now there is a turbo diesel inline 6 configuration available. So it's 6.7 liters on that. And now with this one though, this V8, you do have the max towing of 16,870 pounds with a payload of 3,140, so 3,140 pounds. Yeah, let's just say if we were to get this, our Project Miata would be like an ant to this thing. It's like it's towing an ant, but it is just really awesome. I love this power. It's just, the delivery is there, the smoothness is there, and yeah, it's been a blast to drive this. Let's go ahead and see what we have in those massive wheels and tires. We get down to the wheel and tire package and we have this nice 20-inch wheel, and it is wrapped in the 285/60 Goodyear Wrangler Duratrac tire. Now, these things are nice. They look mean. 33-inch configuration. Now, there is going to be an 18-inch configuration as well. I'm torn because this 20 just looks nice, but I know those 18s are gonna be so functional. But these are still just as functional. The grip is incredible. The road noise is really, really non-existent. The steering feels smooth, so they're not tugging and pulling. It's just a great tire. Their real thing with this is grip, all about grip, and this has it, especially with traction control. When you have it on two-wheel drive and you want to get the power down, they work so well together to get this big guy going. So I do love that. The brakes are incredible, massive brakes, and they are really good at getting this big guy stopped. Especially, obviously we have it unloaded, but when you can load this guy up with a massive trailer, you want to have great feeling brakes to give you that confidence that this guy is going to get things stopped. But yeah, it's great, big discs. Now, with this being the Rebel, we do have the Bilstein shocks in there, which you can see the classic yellow and light blue color scheme, but they've been great. Now, again, this is gonna be a heavy duty, so big spring, expect not the smoothest of rides, which I was okay with. Small bumps are gonna seem very big, but I mean, when you're unloaded, yeah, when you're loaded, this guy will definitely feel a lot smoother, but it's just been fun configuration. It looks great. It's mean looking. It really is. Well, let's go ahead and see what we have on the side. We get to the side and we can see this guy is big. This is a Texas-sized truck. I love it. It's so, now I understand what it feels like to drive a big truck. It's fun. It really is. But we take a look. We do have the, forgot to mention the silver color. It looks really good. We have the two-tone. Get it two tones. It really is the way you gotta go with this to, just give it a little bit more character. But yeah, we're looking at the front and we have the headlights, you can see them peeking a little bit. We see that hood, kind of the 2500 like hood scoop on the top or the vent here. I don't believe this one's functional. I believe it, but it might be, but it just looks nice. Then we have the plastic protection here when we decide to take this guy off-road to protect this nice silver color here. We have the black Ram badging, which looks nice. And again, the black two-tone at the bottom. And we have big doors and the truck bed, really nice, very simple, but just very mean looking. Couple of things with these mirrors. These are the new tow mirrors that Ram has developed. There's a couple of great things about this. One, we have lights in the front, so these are great to illuminate the front, and actually, I guess this is the back. The back illuminates the front, and on the inside here, you do have another light to illuminate kind of your exit area, but it's really nice. I love them, and they are extremely positionable. I have a ton of positions that you can, have them come out. You have the dual mirrors. One is, at the top, the standard, and then the magnified one. You can actually modify both of them or change their position from inside. You don't have to, manually do the bottom one, which I don't know if Ram had it, but I remember there was another vehicle that was just a pain to have to move that manually. We're in 2022, guys. Let's motorize those things and make things easier, especially on cold days like this. But yeah, we have that. Now, key fob is in my pocket and I go to reach. Yeah, it's gonna unlock already and I can pull and I'm good to go. I can close and push the little button and it locks it there. Now, I go to the back. I have no sensor. I have no button. Yeah, you do have to either push or have the sensor recognize and then grab this and go. Yeah, now there is another thing that's been catching me. When we park and I go to get my kid out, the rear doors are still locked. I might be a setting in there that I need to change because I know I needed to change the setting that if I grab the handle, all four get unlocked. So I might have missed that one. If I didn't, bad choice of design. Yeah, it should, when I step out, it should unlock all four, but I believe it has that setting. But either way, beautiful side profile, big doors. Only thing is missing when we open up the door, no side step. Yeah, this thing, so when you're in a supercar or a sports car, you have the sports car entry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the truck, big truck entry. So pull up my pants and yeah, let me get in while we go to the back. So basically just grab this handle and us short guys. Let's head to the back. We get to the back and we have a nice Ram rear tailgate. It looks nice. There's a couple of things. The taillights, love this design. Such a classic, but still a modern feel to them. So I do love this. My favorite thing is definitely this little black part in the Ram here, but we have the big bumpers, yeah. and obviously you can see this is significantly higher than maybe the 1500 that we've reviewed. Now we do have the side step here. Honestly, it's actually easier to take out when it's this high, and you do it with your hand. It's a lot easier than doing that. I don't know about so much putting it back, but one thing I don't like about, one thing I don't like about it is we only have it on one side. Yes, give us bumper cutouts, give us side steps. We're on the 2500. Give us side step on the cutouts on the bed. Give us something else to make getting into this big guy easier. Now, this doesn't have the split tailgate, so it just has the normal. It is dampened, so that's nice. So this thing doesn't just slam down. The split tailgate though is where you want to go. One thing with it, especially, after filming this, I'm headed to IKEA, so I wish I had that split tailgate because it opens up and now I just have to load it. I'm loading to the bed. I'm not loading to the tailgate, which is great because that means less pushing, less having to do anything. But this comes with the cover, which is going to be nice because the weather isn't the greatest right now. And we all know how IKEA weather does, IKEA furniture does with weather. So thankfully we have this foldable cover in the back, which is nice to just get that back and out of the way. So we have that. We have the LED cargo lights back here. We also have a couple of tie points, one on each corner, really, and then we have a big cargo power hook up there. We also have the bed liner on this, which is nice. You can kind of see this was used a little bit. It's a little dirty, but it's good. It's not damaged, which is what you want. So again, very easy to just fold this guy over and closed. Yeah, literally one person is needed. You don't need a whole team to open this up. And the good thing is the tailgate is really light. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the key fob because you also have the option of pushing it twice and it unlocks it. It probably brings it down, but the truck is a little bit at a forward angle, so but it's really easy to just get it open and closed. Now it's getting really cold, so thankfully this has a remote start. So we have the exhaust on this side, so we'll go ahead and press it twice. Yeah, that is a nice sounding V8. Now, a couple of things with the remote start, you do have the option of programming it so that it gives you that beep, so that if you're in the house, you're warming it up outside in your driveway, you want to hear the little beep so that you know it started up. No need to with that big V8 because you'll definitely hear it. Well, let's go ahead and go in and go for a ride because it's getting cold. We get inside of the 2500 and this is all too familiar in the sense that we are in a Rebel. If we were to kind of block off all the windows, I would tell you we're in a 1500, and it's a good thing because we're in a Rebel, and yeah, the Rebel has some really nice things to it, but this one takes it a little bit further. We get to the door, and this has the nice Rebel touch to it. It's got that black trim on it. It has like a carbon fiber slash like diamond plating kind of pattern to it. It looks nice. I really like the finish to it. You know, the leather wrapped everything is a really nice touch to this. The armrest is really comfortable, and so is the top one. I think probably the top one is my favorite one, just because the way, yeah, my hand gets on the steering wheel, but it's nice. I do love this. We do have like small compartments on the side here to put, you know, your little things, your knickknacks, so to speak. And we have 2 cup holders down here and more storage there. So it's a very, very storage friendly vehicle. This is a very, very storage friendly vehicle. There's a ton of storage things in this, which is nice, especially if you decide to, yeah, if you don't use this for a, you know, towing rig, you don't use it for everything. If you want to use it for everything, or you want to use it as a family vehicle, this definitely has the usage and the functionality to it. Speaking about functionality, we're going to talk about the mirrors. Yeah, the mirrors are incredible. So we have the regular mirrors on the top, and then at the bottom we have like the augmented yeah, the fisheye looking mirror. What's great about it is you can move the position of both of them. Yes, so many times we get these big trucks where you get the normal one that is powered, but the tiny one, you're gonna have to stick your hand out and try to position it the way you want it to be. Yeah, it's incredible how, like, you know, why don't you just give us the functionality on both? But thankfully, this Ram does. So I do like that. The other thing as well, and the buttons are really easy to kind of navigate. The other thing that I realized, I was like, what? I have these 4 buttons up here. What are they for? So the left ones are for the light, because these do have 2 light systems on each mirror, one that shines forward and one that shines back. So it is not, you know, if you're going off-roading, especially at night, it is a nice little option to have on when you are, you know, needing the extra light. So it is a nice little touch to have those there. And the other thing with these mirrors is you have the tow option, so you are able to kind of extend them out, which is nice, from right in here, right inside of the nice warm interior, and not the 34 degrees that it is right now. So I do love that. It's crazy. Yeah, it's such a small thing, and I've been able to really hone in on the way that I like my mirrors to show. So good on you, Ram. I'm loving that system. Yeah, I know, mirrors get me excited. But when you're driving a big vehicle like this, you need all the visibility you can. Then we get over to the seats, and yeah, I love these things. They're so big, they're so comfortable, they're nicely designed. You have the big Rebel badge on them. They're just really, really nice. I know Ram offers some incredible options when it comes to cloth. Yeah, like cloth seats they actually have a premium cloth, but yeah, it's just, these leathers are so nice to have. So I do like this seat here, and the adjustability is incredible. There's yeah, you can really get your sweet spot set up with no issues, which I was able to successfully do. Oh, we do have cooled options, which are really, really good, and as well as heated options, which are really, really good, especially when, like I said, we're dealing with 34-degree weather today. Then we get over to the steering wheel, and the steering wheel is nice. It's big Ram steering wheel, so I like it. It's no complaints there. We have the buttons on the left are gonna go ahead and control the gauge cluster, and we have the right side, which is going to be the cruise control system on this. So it is a nice little touch. Now we don't have radio controls because they're in the back. Yes, we have the controls in the back, which I love, because that makes the front super big and super useful for other things. So I do love that. And the leather on this is just really nice. We have the perforated leather on the sides, and we have the softer leather on top. It's just really, really nice wheel. And again, we have those Stellantis buttons in the back, which I love so much. So yeah, I'm happy to have this for the week. Now, the other thing with this, so there is a button on the left-hand side of the steering wheel that is for your pedals. This has adjustable pedals. Yes, thank you. My wife can drive this. She is shorter, so she is able to bring the pedals towards her and still have a steering wheel further away from her for airbag safety purposes. One of the biggest things, and one of the things that really scares me, is when she, or sometimes myself, because I'm not the tallest guy, but sometimes we're having to really like get close to the wheel in order to reach long, pedals that are further out. But yeah, having that is a really, really great function, and so glad we do. Now, the only thing with this is the adjustability of the steering wheel itself. It is only going to go one way. It's going to go up and down. It's not going to be telescopic, I believe is the phrase. But yeah, so that was kind of the only thing, unless I'm kind of mistaken. But yeah, I can't pull it. It can only go up and down. But honestly, no issues, because I don't need it to be close to me, because I can just bring the pedals. So I would definitely give up the telescopic wheel over the pedals themselves. Now we get over to the gauge cluster, and the gauge cluster is one of the biggest upgrades for the 2023 model. We have a full digital display. Yes, gone are the analog gauges, which were great. They were amazing in the previous Rams, but this just got better. With this, the biggest thing is the screen setup. So you have different little zones that you can change the information. So right now on the top left, I have my temperature. On the top middle, I have my my tank range, and on the right side, top right, we have the time. But yeah, I can go back to traditional gauges to have it like that. The only thing is, and I haven't been able to figure it out, I don't know if it's possible, but I can't keep the gauges up and change the middle screen, because once I go to the middle screen, I do lose it and I get something else. I get the digital speedometer up top, and we have a digital tachometer at the bottom. So not sure if that's the case. So when you guys get these, because they're not out yet, let me know if that's possible, and I'll pin the comment for those of you guys that get them and are wondering how to do it. But yeah, I couldn't figure it out. But either way though, it looks really nice. I love the screen. It's nice and bright. It's nice and clear as well, and the functionality has been incredible. My favorite view though, not that I don't like this, I just love this so much more. I have the 5 up, and you can customize as much as you want. So hold OK to edit, and oh, I'm moving, so I can't edit it. But you can choose how many of those panels. I selected 5 because yeah, I want more information, and you can modify each category. So there's a lot of customization. So each little square, you can switch to a different category. What I mean by that is, do you want it to show you like the off-road options? Do you want it to show you the entertainment, that kind of thing? So then and the trip information. So then when you go inside of one, you have the option, like this one, I have the MPGs, but then I can switch it over to the temperature of the transmission, of the oil. Yeah, basically each little thing has its own subcategory to it, which I love, and you can team them up. So like I have the MPGs on the left side, and all the way on the right, I have the PSI for the tires, which they're technically in the same category. So it's nice. I just love it. It's just really, really good system. Then we get over to the infotainment screen, and the infotainment screen is massive. It is the vertical configuration. Yeah, I know I've said that I've loved the horizontal, and I think I still do. This is beautiful, but I don't know, functionality, I feel like I like the horizontal screen more, but it's not bad. It's still great. Some kind of surrounding buttons. We have the really easy, quick climate control buttons, and really reachable. So that's the big thing, that when you have a horizontal display, you can't really take advantage of this. So I do like the fact that we have those quick and easy buttons for your climate system here, but you even have a quick shortcut on the top left there in case I want to heat the steering wheel, my seat, or vent the seat. So yeah, great thing. But again, we have now with the new system, we have customizable pages, what they call pages. So I can configure this and have, you know, if I want my trailer tow system, my off-road pages, just shortcuts to those things there. I can add more shortcuts. I can have, you know, my CarPlay system here for the next song. I can have the, you know, the TomTom map here if I want to use the built-in. It's just a lot of great things, and I can have it set differently. So an example, if I'm not towing, I don't need to have tow options or tow data here, so to speak. But if I am in tow mode, I can swipe over and have configured a tow system for that. So it is a nice setup to have with this. So I love it. I love the fact that you have all that control, all that versatility, all that customization. Yes, thank you. Thank you for making the most out of a screen and not kind of tying us to just, this is how you do it and that's it. So that's the biggest thing that I really love about this. Now we get over down to the bottom, and we have our little cubby on the left, and then on the right side we have our two sets of USB connection. We have both USB-A and USB-C. With this, there is no wireless charger. There is wireless Apple CarPlay with Uconnect 5, which so far we've been good. My luck with Uconnect 5 has not been good in the past, other than the Chrysler Pacifica. So we haven't had any issues with that one. We've had some RAM issues, but it looks like RAM has got them figured out, or so far they've gotten them figured out, because I haven't had any issues, and we've been driving this a good amount of miles. So glad to kind of see that is working correctly. But yeah, we have the USB chargers because we don't have a wireless charger in this. Option it out. You definitely want to have a wireless, I believe it's called like RAM charger. But we do have the little kind of cubby there, and it just kind of holds your phone vertically, and it has the option of, you know, getting the cable right underneath. So that's not a problem. Cup holders, no complaints there. We have a little area for your coins there if you're still using coins. And we have a little cubby here where I currently have my phone in there. And this whole thing can actually move back if you want to put anything really down here. You have a good amount of storage down there. But if you don't, you can go ahead and move it forward and just have these items available to you. We come back and we have the armrest. So the armrest is nice and big. We got that nice metal Rebel badge here, which I love. It just looks so nice on this. Yeah, I wish they sold these. Or actually, I wish Ram would send me one of these, because these are pretty nice to just have, like, you know, a little decoration. Maybe like a holiday Christmas ornament would be a cool thing to have. But yeah, we go ahead and we open up the top part, and we have a small area here for maybe keys or something that's not too deep. But we can go ahead and close this and then just open up the larger item, and then we just have opening to the bottom kind of center console area there. So it's good. Lots of storage options, which is good. Definitely what you want, especially if you're putting this thing to work with your job or with your family, really. Then we get to the back, and the back is nice and comfortable. Again, we have that nice leather seat with that bench in the back. We do have storage compartments under the carpet area, which is nice. It's just really great system. I love it. It's just, again, when you're really needing to store things, this Ram has the storage. Then we get to the bed, and the bed, yeah, just normal, great bed. We do have obviously the side step, which I wish we had a different configuration, but yeah, it's fine. It works great on there. Now let's talk performance. We're dealing with the 6.4 liter Hemi V8 cranking out 410 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque. That is connected to the 8-speed auto, and then going to the 4x4 system with a 373 rear axle. Now this truck has been incredible. Yeah, performance-wise, you get on it, it sounds so good. That V8 roars. It really does. But then when I let off the gas and I just kind of let it cruise, what's great about this is it will go into an eco mode. So it goes into an eco mode and yeah, just helps you at the gas pump, even when you're not helping yourself out. But it's just so much fun. The transmission has been great, smooth shifts, you know, very responsive as well from this big V8. It's just been really, really nice. Now, suspension, yeah, we're feeling all the little bumps. My camera, you guys probably noticed, but I'm at a different angle now. It did, from the shaking, it did soften up, loosen up a bit. So there is a lot of little things, but it's kind of expected when you're at this level. You're at the heavy duty. This thing is made to be able to haul, you know, thousands of pounds, you know, a bunch of tons of towing capacity. So yeah, it has to be available for that. So unloaded, it feels a little like jarring for, yeah, I'm gonna purposely hit this little thing. Yeah, it feels a little jarring, but once, I'm sure when it's loaded up and it's softened up, essentially, it's gonna be a better ride. Honestly, I don't mind it as much. My wife, I did, you know, she's expecting a little bit of a smoother ride. She's used to the 1500 on 4-corner air system that they have. So yeah, when she got in this, she's like, this is a little bit rougher. I go, it is, it's a little bit rougher, but it's so much fun. It really, yeah. That shift is so fast, but smooth. There's no, yeah, and then when you get on the brakes feel so good, and especially that you're able to move the pedals closer to you, that feels even better because now you have better leverage to that brake pedal than you would if you didn't have it. But this thing is incredible. It's just, yeah, and we've had it in 2-wheel drive the whole time. We haven't needed to go for high or for low, but it is just really, really nice. I love the ride. I don't mind a little bit. It's just kind of saying, why is this sports car so stiff? It's like, it has to be. It has to be responsive. It has to be able to, yeah, it's so good. It has to have that you know, that sports car quality. Just like this has to have that. It's just so good. It has to have that towing, strong, you know, heavy duty. You don't want this kind of ride? Go with a 1500. Get the 4-corner air suspension. Get the Rebel on that. But this is to put to work, whether you're having fun on the road or off the road. But these tires are great. They're nice and big. They look mean. Yeah, they're just a blast. You can take them off-road. I've taken this off-road, like actual off-roading, and it was incredible. The ease that this has of getting the power down when you need it to be, it's so good. And you get, again, that naturally aspirated instant power. And like I said, those shifts are so good on that transmission when you need them to be. It's just a really, I can't, yeah, there goes my gas, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my review of the 2023 Ram 2500 heavy duty Rebel. Yes, we have a Rebel. Remember, find the right gear. See ya.